In this video, I am talking about that brand new image of the TIE fighter that Kylo Ren will use in The Last Jedi. What is up, YouTube? It's Josh. This is the Den of Nerds. Guys, I apologize about the lack of Star Wars videos. I feel like I'm apologizing in a lot of videos lately, but I'm just really busy with some comic book stuff, so we're going to get back to business, as it were, with the Den here very soon. And so you're going to be getting a ton of Star Wars videos coming out. I'm working on a Snoke theory. I am working on a new series called the Den of Nerds Archives, where we go over little bits of canon and explain those things. But I felt like I should do at least one little Star Wars video, and I wanted to talk about this leaked image of apparently a new kind of TIE fighter that Kylo Ren will be flying around in, at least for part of The Last Jedi. So here's basically what happened. This little hobby shop, which is probably getting sued into oblivion right now, released an image for a pre-order sale they were doing for the Hot Wheels toys that are coming out for Last Jedi later this year, and this image was found online and immediately taken down. However, the guys at Making Star Wars found this image somehow and got a hold of it and kept it alive. So now we have access to this. It's very interesting. So if you look at this design here, it looks like a combination of a TIE Interceptor and a TIE Advanced. But I also think that the design actually looks a lot like that shuttle that Kylo uses in The Force Awakens. So if that is, like, let's call it the Kylo Ren version of the Lambda class shuttle, then this is the Kylo Ren version of the TIE Advanced. I think it's, maybe a little more like an Interceptor. I mean, the Interceptor was the ship that Vader used a lot, but it's kind of hard to say which one it is. It's really just kind of a blend of all of them, I think. The ship design itself looks absolutely awesome. I love it. I love that it's kind of like a little flatter than we might expect with a lot of the other TIEs. I don't know what kind of a size we're looking at here, but I mean, look at that length. I think that it's going to be very similar to the shuttle he uses, and I wouldn't be surprised if those wings actually fold up as he lands. I'm imagining this thing coming to Mustafar and landing, on the landing pad for Vader's castle, and then Kylo goes inside and is messing around with Sith artifacts and all this dope shit. But yeah, this thing looks pretty freaking cool to me. I guess I should note too, apparently the cockpit is pill-shaped, which is kind of hard to make out from this photograph, but that's apparently true. If you look at the wings, it would appear that there are 4 blasters, much like, your TIE Advanced. It looks like there's some kind of blaster, possibly cannons, attached closer to the base of the vehicle. I mean, it looks like there's plenty of space on here to maybe even have some missiles or something like that. And of course, it would be really nice if this ship had shields. That's one of the things the First Order is doing correctly as compared to the Empire. They're putting shields on the ships, which is kind of cool. I play the Fantasy Flight X-Wing game, not as much and more now that Star Wars Destiny is out. Destiny is an incredible game, by the way, guys. But I will be picking this up for X-Wing, even if I only fly it a couple of different times. This looks freaking awesome. It looks like it totally fits Kylo's personality and Kylo's style. I'd love to see him get into some dogfights in this thing. That would be really cool. I don't know if that is where we'll go with it, but I'd love to see this ship become really iconic. And I'm not just saying that because it was leaked. It looks legitimately cool to me. I'm very excited. So I actually think that what I'm hoping here is that this is a ship we get to see a lot of. I think that I'm speculating that the 3 iconic planets that we're going to revisit in The Last Jedi, which are of course Endor, Tatooine, and Mustafar, I am hoping that Kylo is flying this ship around to all of those planets, sort of retreading the steps of his grandfather, sort of kind of really focusing on what Anakin's journey was. And I've said this in videos before. I say it when I talk to the Rebel Scum podcast guys. I believe that Kylo is going to identify more with Anakin than he is with Vader by the end of The Last Jedi, and hopefully he'll be doing a lot of it in this awesome looking ship. I have no idea what this thing could be called. I hope they give it some kind of Spartan name or something like that. It could be really, really cool. But like I said, I just wanted to drop this little bit of news in here, talk a little bit about this, just get a little bit of Star Wars news out to you guys. I apologize again. I've just been incredibly busy, but we are working on a ton of Star Wars content. Also, if you are into Injustice, we are covering the proverbial shit out of Injustice. We have a ton of videos going up over the weekend as we lead towards Injustice. Please check our gaming playlist. Justin's working hard on a lot of different videos for that. Once the game comes out, we are going to be live streaming it, Let's Plays. We actually want to be able to play with a lot of you guys, which I think would be really, really cool. So subscribe to the channel to get our Injustice coverage and to get more Star Wars videos as well. All right, as I always say, I hope you are having an awesome and nerdy day. See ya!